morning. Today is November 13, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is the U.S. election and China's rumor attack. First, there are 69 days before the U.S. presidential transition. Who will be the next U.S. president, Trump or Biden? The latest development today is that some media calculates that Trump might flip over with 285 votes. Also, for the latest information, we know that China finally congratulates Joe Biden on election victory. We can see that China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson Wang Wenbin said that we respect the choices of the American people. We congratulate Mr. Biden and Ms. Harris, and we understand that the result of the U.S. elections will be determined according to U.S. laws and procedures. Well, I think the reason why China congratulates Biden now is because Pompeo reiterated that Taiwan is not part of China. So Xi Jinping rebuts Trump by sending congratulations to Biden. At the same time, China carries out a rumor attack on Taiwan. The target include Czech Senate President Milosevic, who was just re-elected on November 11th. Even lifting the ban on the U.S. pork has become the target of rumors. Here are some points. Let's look at the map first. We know that Trump has 217 electoral votes by now, but would it be possible for him to flip over 5 states and win? The media, the Epoch Times, 大纪元, estimate that Trump might flip over in these 5 states. First, for Wisconsin, we can see over here in Wisconsin, we're talking about Wisconsin because there might be a software error that counted like 19,000 votes that originally belonged to Trump to Biden. So Trump might have a chance to flip over. And second, for the Pennsylvania over here, we know that, Trump's attorney Rudy Giuliani said that they found 650,000 illegal votes. And for Georgia over here, we know that they just announced a full by-hand recount. First, for Arizona over there, please, over here, the Arizona Biden only leads Trump by 0.3%. And finally, for Michigan, we know that for the Michigan here, we're talking about the Michigan over here. With Michigan, if we can do that, White House Press Secretary McNally announced that they have 234 pages of affidavits. So if all these add up together, and that would be like 217 votes, plus Wisconsin 10, plus Michigan 16, Georgia 16, and Arizona 11, and the original one that Trump is leading North Carolina for 15, and that would be total of 285 electoral votes. But is it going to happen? As to Biden, we know that CNN just took away the Arizona 11 votes. So now Biden has 279 votes. We know that Biden and Pope Francis, just made their first phone calls today. And except for this, we know that Biden also discussed with the White House Representative Speaker Nancy Pelosi and also Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. Well, it seems that we're talking about that Biden is preparing for the presidential transition. Czech Senate President Victor visited Taiwan in August, and he was re-elected in nearly a unanimous vote on November 11th. Victor gave a speech in Taiwan. He said that, I am a Taiwanese, and this made all Taiwanese people very touched and impressed by what he said about the democracy in Czech Republic. However, just after he was re-elected, he was attacked by rumors. A Swiss consulting company, which has close ties with China, alleged that Milosevic received $4 million from Taiwan before visiting Taiwan, and Vichel would use the money to run for the 2023 Czech presidential election. However, this is not true. Taiwan's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Joseph Wu, rebutted and said that it was malicious slander. According to the source, this company, Renfield Seoul, had a close relationship with China government, and also, why did they attack Vichel now? I think one of the major reasons is that current Czech President Miloš Zeman has a tight relationship with China, so China does not want Vichel to be elected. But Vichel won the high votes with support from 73 out of 77 senators. I think his chance of winning the presidential election is very high. B, as to the issue of lifting the ban on U.S. pork, it becomes controversial because of a 22-second video released by the opposition party KMT. Well, this video was taken by Animal Outlook in 2015, and it discusses the humanitarian issues of pig slaughter. But the KMT said that the pigs were shaking because of rectopamine. But the Animal Outlook slapped KMT today and said that they had informed KMT that the pigs has nothing to do with the rectopamine. The Council of Agriculture criticized the KMT for the fraud and asked it to remove, but the KMT refuses to do so. Why did the KMT do this? Are there any Chinese manipulations? This is also what Taiwanese people are concerned about. C. We can make a conclusion. Under the circumstances of the result of the U.S. presidential election is uncertain. China has begins to, take some actions to test the waters to see how Biden react. If Biden does not respond, and China might have the next move, what will be the next one that China aims at? Is it Taiwan? We will be watching. Here are the top stories. Today, we have 8 confirmed cases. They are all imported, and they came from the Philippines, Indonesia, and Poland. First, I want to talk about how Trump's administration plays hardball with China. Trump's latest sanctions on China, according to the White House statement, we can say here, executive order on addressing the threat from securities investment that finance communist Chinese military companies. And Trump said that PRC is increasingly exploiting the United States Capitol to resource and to enable the development and modernization of its military intelligence and other security apparatus. Also we're talking about how do we ban it. The ban will take effect starting 9:30 a.m. on January 11, 2021, and target 31 companies, including China Telecom Companies Corporations and China Mobile and Huawei. And the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo claims that Taiwan is not part of China. U.S. Secretary of State reiterates that bipartisan commitment to Taiwan, and he said that Taiwan has not been a part of China, and that was recognized with the work that Ronald Reagan administration did to lay out the policy for more than 35 years. Taiwan responded back to Pompeo. President Tsai said that Taiwan is a sovereign country. This is an indisputable fact. There are 23 million friendly, liberal, and democratic Taiwanese who are willing to contribute to the international. We can see after the U.S. presidential election, Trump cited from the media One American News and say that, talking about that, we can see that Des Moines deleted 2.7 million Trump votes nationwide, and data analysts find that 221,000 Pennsylvania votes switched from President Trump to Biden, and 941,000 Trump votes deleted, and states using Des Moines voting system switched 435,000 votes from Trump to Biden. No, Des Moines just voting system fight back on Trump's allegation. It said that the Des Moines software was used in only 2 of the 5 counties that had problems in Michigan and Georgia. In all the cases, software did not affect the vote counts. Additionally, according to the Washington Examiner, we know that Rudy Giuliani claimed 650,000 votes were counted unlawfully in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Giuliani said that almost none of the ballots were observed by a Republican. What is being said in the mass media that, we have no evidence in a complete is absolute lie. Well, about the issue, WHO blocks the world, Taiwan, actually they just fixed the problem and everything is back to normal now. WHO say that facing onslaught of cyber attacks as Taiwan companies of censorship. Well, it said that, our social media team applies context filters, and the aim is to enable our user to avoid being spammed through the cyber attacks and to find a balanced way to keep informations and conversations flowing. However, Taiwan's representative to the U.S. shall begin a fallback and treated it. Is it true that you are censoring the world, Taiwan? What is the WHO doing, banning the success story in the first against COVID-19? Troubling that the WHO is taking on the CCP's habit of censorship. So I think that is well said. That will be the view for today. This is Catherine Chang. I hope you have a nice weekend and further information about the U.S. presidential elections. So I'll see you next Monday, okay? Bye.